Lord Disick's refrigerator, and some Eagle Eye fan says, "Isn't that 2 boxes of Manjaro?" And now it's a thing. If Archie was in that trailer and someone just discovered it, you guys are so fucking good. Even if you're not and you superimpose this image, also bravo, no pun intended. Yes, I saw it, Sarah. It is a classic. Archibald Beador is looking on as Miss Beador is blowing into the breathalyzer. Archie is judging our favorite orange holder. Not really favorite. I mean, that would be Queen Dubrow. But lots of you don't love Queen Dubrow, so I can't argue. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. But yes, Archie is not pleased with his mother, judging her as she blows into a breathalyzer, and Archie is saying, "You almost ended my life, mother dear."
I would think this is a life low for people when you're a grown person getting in and using the breathalyzer, but she doesn't seem phased, and Gina's with her, and they seem to be excited to get going.
Guys,
I can't. People are saying season 18 can't come soon enough. So
I
Archie,
think
Archie is definitely the voice of reason on this show. Oh my God, the internet
I
is
think what we might do on Patreon is we might, when New Jersey's fading out, I might do we might do the RHOC recaps on Patreon. I mean, look, I'm hopeful. I am really hopeful based on this trailer. I hope I'm not wrong. I hope it's not a bunch of fluff. I think it is I give the trailer a 9 out of 10, not even an 8.9. I give it a solid 9 out of 10
for
because
RHOC season 18.
maybe 8.9.
No, don't lower it. That's like amazing. No, people are
Well, you
extremely
know what it is?
excited about this.
We have a failed franchise before our very eyes, a toxic RHONJ, and it's not working. The ratings are going down. People are upset. All this stuff off air. Auntie Cohn just asked Teresa on Watch What Happens the other week about like all these things you're rumored to be doing with bloggers. I mean, thank you, Melissa Zolnos, for coming on the podcast. Whether it's true or not, the point is people aren't loving it. I think this is a return to form where it's pure relationships that Heather and Shannon and Alexis and the rat that scurries, she's in the corner getting a piece of Gouda. These are people that have known each other for like a decade plus some of that. And so it's real relationships. Say what you want about Bert and Ernie, boring and more boring. Gina and Emily have now, how many seasons? I got to look it up. 7, 8, 6, 9. They have lasted longer in the RHOC history than 90% of the people on the damn show, other than Vicki and Tamra and Shannon and maybe Heather. So it's like even them. So it's like it's real relationships, but there's no bloggers being paid. There's no family members that hate each other. It's drama. And I mean, Shannon stuff is real. And I mean, the FBI with Pedantri, but it's not going low. It's like a return to form of pure what got us interested in Housewives, right? Like this is what got us into drama, fighting, this and that. And it seems Salt Lake like to me. Everybody is having a moment in the trailer. Even Gina, for all my criticizing her, when she throws that racket down, and Travis is mad at me, and you're mad at me, and Heather's mad at me, and everyone's mad at me. Even Gina is bringing it. I mean, I'm
like
not
I said, I had
really.
Gina on in the fall and fell in love.
I
Loved
know.
her. Gina's, I feel like you and Gina and I would get along great. She's totally
Probably.
not, she doesn't read the comments. She doesn't care. She has these beautiful kids. She's
I love
moved
that.
on with Travis, and she's really has a great real estate career going.
I'm
And
going back to the OC to Elizabeth Vargas's house. She's selling one of Elizabeth Vargas. Like Gina is the
yeah,
listing agent of Elizabeth Vargas, is not the house she's in now, but one of them. Like she's a real broker. Yeah.
and she's really taking it seriously. And I what I respect about Gina is Gina has been dogged for so many years about being the poorest one. And she's just risen above that, and she does own her home. She's separated from a guy who was not, I'm sure Matt is in a much better place, but seemed toxic and maybe even a little borderline abusive. I'm alleged. But anyhow, she's really like come around. And she said on my show, I was the first person to ask, is Shannon Beador drinking still? And this was like right after BravoCon. And she's like, yeah. She's like, I don't know how people went to BravoCon and no one asked Shannon post DUI, are you drinking? She said Shannon Beador is 100% drinking, and Gina was right. And nobody asked Shannon at BravoCon. I mean, that's insane. I don't know. To me, as a grown adult doing what Shannon did, I would think you would stop. But people in her realm say she doesn't have a drinking problem. Jeff
I
Lewis
mean,
comes out and says it.
enabler Lewis. You saw the trailer where she says, I was calling her out, the rat. Listen, let
Look,
me back up. The rat that scurries is a rat with no soul, but she is great on the TV. I've thoroughly enjoyed the trailer with the rat. I enjoy the rat on the damn show.
well, I'll tell you, the rat got one slice of Gouda correct, and that is somebody needs to be coming for Shannon, because I would give drinking like a pause for maybe a year.
She
Shannon
ordered that
didn't miss a beat.
martini. No, she didn't miss a beat. And by the way, as I said on the June 9th, very detailed review of the trailer, which go listen to it if I haven't talked about it. The number one sentence of the whole trailer for me is, and I've apologized to her on this episode. I will apologize to her again here today. I want to offer my sincere apology to Teddi Mellencamp. That when she is like, welcome, housewives and Vicki.
Oh God,
That
I hate that.
is
So shady.
just brilliant. And I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna be. You want a statement here?
Yes, then I have to love you and leave you.
If
But
someone were like, you're gonna go into a business venture with either Victoria Gunvalson or Teodoro Mellencamp, I can tell you right now, I choose Teddi 1,000,000,000% over Victoria. 1,000,000,000. There
okay,
you go.
wow. I
I'm
don't know.
sorry,
I
Teddi.
mean,
I'm sorry.
Vicki has built a multi-million-dollar insurance. I mean,
But she's
that's pretty
annoying.
impressive.
But she's annoying. She's annoying,
Well,
Vicki.
okay, that's a
I mean,
well,
I guess everyone's rolling their eyes and they're saying Teodoro's a little annoying too.
Teodoro. Well, people have come for her in that business venture. I don't even know if it's still going, but she has some accountability weight loss company that's gotten a lot of grief and backlash.
I had
I don't
someone
know if it's
on way
still
back in the day and they did an expose on my show. This was before the show was even big. I mean, behind the velvet rope. Like when I first started, I didn't even know. And I had on a guest and she did an expose on All In by Teddi. And this episode did so well. And I was like, I don't understand it. Like I have all these real famous people on the show. And why is this episode like the number one episode I've ever had? And Miss Teodoro's team was not pleased with the expose that Mr. Yontef has. It's somewhere on the back feed. I don't fucking know where. But it's a true story. Miss, what you're talking about, Miss Teodoro's team was very upset